Hi guys, so NBA Power Rankings. It's been a while, but let's get into it. Number one, actually, before I do honorable mention, LA Lakers. I didn't put them on here because they're only 10 and 13, I think, 10 and 12. I almost put them on, but they'll get on here very soon. The way they're playing, they'll go on here very, very, very soon. So let's get into it. Number 3 of honorable mention, Sixers. Sixers are 12 and 12. They lost 3 in a row. They're 5 and 5 the last 10 games. They're not playing good basketball. That's why they're not on here. But I had to put them on the honorable mention at least because they're supposed to be one of the best team, but they're not playing like it. So hopefully they turn it around and they make it. So another team that should be really higher on this list is Golden State's. They've been playing good lately though. They're 6 and 4 in the last 10 games. Just not the last 2 games. They lost 2 in a row. One was without Curry and Draymond and Andrew Wiggins, but doesn't matter. They're 13 and 13, so they're 500. But it's not. They have to go higher in this very soon. Another team, the Hawks, are not playing good anymore. They're 13 and 12. They're 4 and 6 in the last 10 games, and they also lost 2 games. So they're not playing good basketball. That's why I put them there. They're slowly going down the rankings, and it sucks for Trey. Number 15, Clippers are also slipping out. They're 14 and 13. They're 4 and 6 in the last 10 games. They lost 2 games in a row. They're not going the right direction, but they could turn around if Leonard could actually start playing a lot. Paul George should play better. And yeah, so Clippers should be better soon. I don't see them slipping out of the playoff, but I see more. There's a lot of good teams that are not in the playoff right now. Number 14, Timberwolves. Timberwolves are 12 and 12. 6 and 4 in the last 10 games. They're playing good basketball lately, but their record should be better with getting Gobert and all that, and they should be better, but they're not playing like they are better. So, number 13, Pacers. Pacers was playing very well. Now they've been losing a lot of basketball lately. They're 13 and 12. They're 4 and 6 in the last 10 games. They have to turn it around. I think the Pacers should turn around with all the good players, but we'll see. There's a lot of injuries, and that's been hurting them a lot. So we'll see if the Pacers could climb up. Raptors for number 12, 13 and 12. They're 5 and 5 in the last 10 games. They're playing 500 basketball, and we'll see if they could actually go up in the standings because a lot of teams above them are not playing good. So there's good teams, there's some teams that slip in, and there's bad teams. And right now they're right in the middle. So yeah, so number 11, Jazz. They're 15 and 12, good record, but they're 4 and 6 in the last 10 games. So lately they've been not playing very good basketball, but they're still one of the best team right now in the West. So I put them right here. So number 10, Mavericks. Mavericks are 13 and 11. They won 3 in a row. They're 5 and 5 last 10 games. The only reason is Luka, because they don't have anybody. They have good players, but they're not playing good enough to help them win some games. And lately, yes, but it doesn't. They need to do a trade or something to get them go very far in the playoff. But right now, it's not looking very well. So the number 10 though. Number 9, Brooklyn Nets. They started really bad this season. Now they're back on track. And 14 and 12 record. A 7 and 3 in the last 10 games. They're playing good basketball. And it's the right time because a lot of teams are slipping down and they're going up. So they're going to try to chase the bigger teams. And it's going to be hard because the bigger teams are really going away from other teams. So number 8, the Kings. The Kings are 13-10, 6-4 last 10 games, playing good basketball. No one was expecting them to be this great. So good for the Kings. They were supposed to be one of the worst team, and they're supposed to be where these are, where Lakers are, but the Kings are there, and they're playing good basketball. Fox is playing good. They're a very young team that is enjoying playing basketball, and it shows on the court. Number 7, Nuggets. Nuggets are 15-10, 6-4 last 10 games. They're playing good basketball, but they should play better than that. But they're still in the mix for first in the West. A lot of teams are, and Joker is the reason. And I don't think he'll win this year back to back MVP, but he'll make them to go in playoff. Number 6, Cleveland. Cleveland shouldn't be here, but they are here. 16-9, 7-3 in the last 10 games. One of the best team in the East, and it's because of the young guys, because of Donovan Mitchell that they grab in the offseason, and Jordan Love is playing good basketball. Did I say Jordan Love? Kevin Love. There's too much loves. Kevin Love's playing good basketball, and yeah, so Cleveland Cavaliers are dark horses in the playoff. I don't want to see them. I don't think that any team wants to see them in the playoff. Number 5, Suns. And Suns are 16-9, 7-3 in the last 10 games, but lately 2 losses in a row. They're not playing like dominant basketball like the years before, but they're still in the top row. So they're in the middle of the pack. So good for them. And just stay there and then make the playoff, right? So, number 4, Memphis. Where is it? Grizzlies. They're 16-9, 7-3 last 10 games, and they won 4 in a row. Grizzlies are playing good basketball at the right time, and they will be first in that conference very soon if they continue playing this way. But yeah, there's a team that is playing a little bit better. It's hard to say a little bit better, but they're 16-8. The Pelicans, they're 8-2 in the last 10 games. They're 5 games in a row. I didn't put them over those 2 because they're actually playing good at basketball and they can't. But this is the best team in the West right now, and they're playing good basketball and at the right time, and it's a good mix. You got Zion's playing good. You got McCollum's playing very good basketball. You got really good players. You got Ingram's playing good basketball. They're really a good mix of team, and I think they're going to go very far in the playoff this year. They surprised a lot of people last year, and this year it's not a surprise. Number 2, Bucks. They're 18-6, 7-3 in the last 10 games. They won 3 in a row. They're not the best team in the East, but they're very close. Giannis is dominant this year. They're playing very good basketball. They're on a mission for going far in the playoff this year, I think. And also, this team here, the Celtic number 1, is on a mission. They lost in the final last year. Now they're 21-5, really historic numbers. 21 wins, 5 losses. 8-2 in the last 10 games, and they won 3 straight. And I think that the Celtics is on the mission. They didn't like the way they lost in the finals. I think they're in the mission to go back in the finals. And they're playing good. Jason Tatum's playing good. Jaylen Brown's playing good. Marcus Smart's playing good. And they're getting Robert Williams back. And that's just not fair because they're getting another big player defensively, and they're already one of the best teams. So let me know in the comments below what you guys thought about this. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon with more videos. See you guys.